welcome to this stage for the first time a writer, actor and comedian who has written and performed no less than 5 solo shows all across the globe. It's Jen Brister.
So, it was International Women's Day yesterday. I don't know about you, but I'm still celebrating. Yesterday, I binged on 14 hours of Woman's Hour, got an Emmeline Pankhurst tattoo and fantasised about being Jane Garvey's best friend. I've got every intention of stretching this out for as long as I can, not least because I know it upsets all the right people.
What about men? Why do we even need an International Women's Day? This is feminism gone mad!
Yes, thank you, Dad. Talking of dads, can you imagine being Jacob Rees-Mogg's only daughter? Oh, that poor girl needs to know there's more to life than embroidery, learning Latin and playing the harpsichord in a 16th century folly. There's still so much for women in the 21st century to have to contend with. All the stuff we're supposed to care about, like the thigh gap. I couldn't care less if my thighs rubbed together. Frankly, if, like me, you've been in a relationship for more than 10 years, then you're happy if anything's rubbing down there. Forget the thigh gap, it's the gender pay gap we should be railing against. We've had the Equal Pay Act of 1970, the Sex Discrimination Act of 1975. Yes, Jacob, that did happen. The Disability Discrimination Act of 95, and now the Equality Act of 2010. And you won't be surprised to hear that we're still not getting paid the same money. It almost feels like society has been telling women that we should be grateful.
You got a job, you can vote, we're not allowed to touch your boobs in public anymore. Now put your knickers on and make us a cup of tea. What are you moaning about?
I'm moaning about my piece of the pie, mate. I don't want 5% or 10% or even 25%. I want 50% of the pie because I've earned it. And I'm not a token or a one-off or an anomaly. I'm a woman. And women make up 51% of the population. Yeah, that's right, fellas. There's more of us. So hand over my piece of the pie. You know that bit of your pie with the extra crust that you didn't earn? Yeah, it's called the bell end bonus. And I can't believe I'm saying this as a gay woman, but I want that pristine portion of privileged penis premium, and I want to be chowing down on your slice of pie. Sorry, not your slice of pie, my slice of pie, because it's not yours, it never was yours, it's always been mine, and you're not handing over a piece of your pie, you're handing back my piece of pie that you took from me. I'll tell you another thing that we've had to contend with. Ageing, hey? Not just getting older, but all the hormone issues that come with it. I'm only 43, but I am deep in perimenopause. I'm currently experiencing hot flushes, and I feel moody 90% of the time. Do you remember that woman that put a cat in a bin for what seemed like no reason at all? Do you remember that? Everyone was up in arms. How could she put a cat in a bin? She's so cruel. I'm sorry, but I completely get it now. Did that cat just give me the side eye? Right, you're going in the bin, mate. Women are still being punished for the cardinal sin of ageing naturally. Big shout out to Miriam O'Reilly. Particularly on television or film, where women are expected to laminate their faces, iron their necks and pluck every bit of hair from their bodies. Have you tried epilating your back? It's next to impossible. Meanwhile, men on TV are allowed the greatest privilege of all, which is to resemble a craggy, dishevelled and hairier version of Gollum. Big shout out to Jeremy Clarkson. Seriously, don't watch him on HD. There's 51% of us, but women are still not evenly represented in business, the arts or the judiciary. Look at what's happening with the BBC. I'm assuming the term auntie's ironic. Joking aside, the BBC have finally given us a female Doctor Who. And apparently she's on the same pay as a male doctor. It's just unfortunate that they chose Tom Baker from 1978. Just kidding. It was William Hartnell. Wouldn't it be great if we found out in the first episode that the Doctor's biggest enemy isn't the Daleks or the Cybermen, it's the glass ceiling?
Doctor, where the hell are you going?
Well, Bradley, I'm going to ram this TARDIS straight through that glass ceiling so I can get my piece of the pie back.
But Doctor, are you sure? You know, you're probably going to be a bloke again in a couple of years.
I've lived for over 2,000 years and not all of them were good. I've made many mistakes and it's about time I did something about that. I am and always will be the optimist, the hoper of far-flung hopes and dreamer of improbable dreams. Now, Bradley, get your knickers on and make me a cup of tea. I've got a glass ceiling to smash.
And you better not ask her to sweep up afterwards.
Jen Brister.